Evening, ladies as well as gentlemen. I'm Papa Boris here, hanging out in the sewers, playing some Pillars of Eternity. And in this video, we're gonna take out Lord Raedric's Animancer, Osria, and then we'll take out the Lord himself. Now, the reason that everything is friendly right now is that she actually is willing to talk to you and will offer you a deal. One thing that you can do is you can actually accept the deal, position your party optimally for combat, and then fight her anyway, which I think is pretty nifty. You can see there's actually quite a lot of stuff here. I'm not going to, you can fool her into thinking that Lord Raedric sent you, but, I'm just gonna go ahead and chat with her, and she is definitely evil, just in case you were wondering. And then basically there's a priest guy that Lord Raedric employs, who really doesn't like her. She's mad at him because he's getting all of the Lord's resources, and she feels like Lord isn't giving her enough money, so she basically asks you to kill the priest. And you can agree. So, what do you want me to do? Alright, I'll deal with him in return here. Okay, now the reason I don't know if there's a downside to this approach. There very well may be, but the reason I like this approach is that this allows you to position your party before the fight. You can see that these ghouls and revenants, these are not particularly big deals, although there is a skeletal wizard, which is kind of a problem. Perhaps, if you let this just wail spells on you all too long. And obviously the flesh construct is pretty tough as well. So you have to think very carefully about how you want to position your party. You could, of course, just take the default of putting Eder in the doorway and letting everything come to him. Although the problem with that is that, you know, she and the skeletal wizard can then just rain spells down upon your party. This is one of those situations where maybe having some more melee characters can be useful, because you can have one of them, like Eder, for example, who's the tankiest, in here and start wailing on her immediately, while the other one clogs up the doorway. That's what I'm going to try. I could very well fail this battle, by the way, so I'm going to quick save and we'll do our best. So we're gonna try this. I'm going to have him open up the fight by knocking her down, and then I'm going to have everyone else hang out here, and we'll have the barbarian block up the doorway. If everybody just swarms on Eder, then we'll have everybody run forward and just hope for the best. Actually, you know what I might try instead? Why don't we try it like this? I'm gonna move everybody else into the corner.
Yes.
Actually, yeah, there's no reason to use the doorway. Well, this is a pretty inaccessible area here with the desk and the bed. So we'll have the barbarian start wailing on the wizard, and we're gonna put everybody else kind of in the corner.
Yes.
We'll put Kana, the person who's wearing no armor, into the back, as well as the rogue. The priest can take a few hits, and then the wizard has his ability where for 13 seconds he gets a huge bonus to deflection, so we can use that in this fight. Okay, so that's going to be the plan. Let's go ahead and quick save one more time and think about what we want to do. I'm going to pause and queue up some action. So Eder is definitely going to start by trying to knock Osria prone, and then I think I'm going to have the rogue blind the skeletal wizard. Somehow you can blind skeletons. I don't know how that works, but we'll start with him blinding the skeletal wizard, and the barbarian, we're going to just have her attack the wizard as well, try to knock the wizard down. Now, the flesh construct is going to get some hits in against everybody here, which is maybe the weakness of my plan, but what I'm going to do then is I'm going to turn the barbarian and the rogue's attention to the flesh construct, because I'm hoping that the skeletal wizard will go down quickly. Meanwhile, Kana, I think, oh yeah, I should really remember to use this ring of combusting wounds. So this says it's a pretty small area of effect. You can make everybody take extra damage. Maybe we'll use that a little bit later in the fight. For now, though, he's just going to take a shot at Osria. I'm going to take a gamble that the rogue and the barbarian can take the wizard down pretty quickly by themselves. Then the priest and the wizard, we'll let them just sort of do what seems best as the battle starts. Alright, so that's going to be the attempt number 1 here. Let's see what happens. Okay, so Osria almost dies when Eder whacks her. Now she's prone for 4.3 seconds. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to actually shift the rogue to shoot at her to kill her as soon as possible. And the wizard, let's see, this is a tricky spot because I guess I could blind some of these enemies, but the only one I'm really afraid of is the flesh construct. This one can be blinded though, so I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna blind the flesh construct so that it is easier to hit and deals less damage. As for the priest, I'm just not afraid of enough of these enemies. I'm just gonna put a divine mark on the flesh construct as well, just to deal a bunch of damage to it. Okay, so I think everybody's got instructions. Let's go ahead and unpause and see what happens. Okay, Edir, why are you not hitting the wizard? Okay, so my barbarian's getting whacked. It's time to turn on the Savage Defiance. The wizard's still not dead, and the main priest lady is still not dead. This is very frustrating. Let's go ahead and do this to heal the fighter and my barbarian as well. It would really suck if my barbarian fell. That would be so annoying. Now, is this guy blind? This guy's blind for 12.3 seconds. All right, we're going to go ahead and shoot a Daze Bomb here to just try to finish off this damn wizard. And as for the priest, yeah, he's doing the heal. The rogue, yeah, we really need to finish off this wizard. And the barbarian should just keep on trying to kill off the skeletal wizard. Okay. Oh, no. I needed to do this. I needed to do Savage Defiance and then queue up. Please. Oh, my barbarian fell. So neither the barbarian's own healing ability nor the priest healing ability was quick enough. Okay, so I think the fighter can just take all these bitches by himself. We're gonna have everybody else then turn on the ghoul first, because the ghoul is gonna be easier to bring down. And now, oh yeah, we can use these combusting wounds, but first let's bring up a phantom.
Following your stance.
Okay. Oh, the flesh construct went right towards the phantom. Nice. Okay, so it wasn't a very well-fought battle. I should have had the barbarian use Savage... I don't use her name enough. Thogalina. Of course, I should have had Thogalina use her Savage Defiance earlier for the defense boost. We have minus 25 reflex. That's actually not that bad. Remember, the base defense is deflection, not reflex. So I don't particularly care about reflex that much. So that's fine. We don't need to rest, I don't think. Okay.
I shall be quiet as a calm sea.
That was that.
Very
and we're technically stealing, but she's dead, so it doesn't matter. Let's go ahead and pick up the cat. You can get pets, which is nifty. Only your main character has a pet slot, so you can only have one active at a time, but we'll go ahead and put the black cat here.
Easy does it.
Alright, let's go ahead and steal from her. Ooh. A fine stiletto. I don't have anyone using one-handed melee weapons. So, that'll be that. Uh-oh. I'm concerned. We're supposed to be able to find a hidden thing here, which allows us to unlock this door and proceed in the onward, which then allows us to go through and deal with the Lord Raedric. But maybe my wizard's mechanics are not high enough, and we're close to a level up, but we're not quite there. Okay, so that's kind of annoying. Maybe after leveling up, we'll come back there, see if we can find it. There is a door here, which we can... I don't know if we can open that with the key that we got from Osria. This could end up being pretty annoying. I might end up having to do... Oh, shit. Hidden object found. Wait. What's going on? What did you find, buddy? Oh, you found a trap. Right. That I'm sure you cannot pick either. But let's try to disarm
what this
it.
is.
Nope, okay. Oh man, did I really have higher mechanics last time I was here? That's weird. I don't remember that being the case. Maybe you need mechanics of 7. Maybe I was using mechanics on my rogue last time. Yeah, I don't have the key for that. Oh man. Okay, so what normally happens is if you have a high enough mechanics skill, then you can find like a secret thing around here, which opens up this door, which allows you to get straight into Lord Raedric's chamber. Now, failing that, you can still get up there, but because I don't have a very good resolve, my priest disguise is only going to work for so long. Okay, well, we'll try this one more time.
Nice and quiet.
Have the wizard scout around the room. I think this is probably not going to work. It would have definitely worked by now if it was going to happen at all. Well, alright, that's that then. Let's check out her thing. So we have Lightning Crackling Bolt. I'm probably not going to use this, honestly. Because it harms everything caught in its path, which makes it very... And it bounces around, which makes it very difficult to use without murdering your own party. It does do a ton of damage, but I'm just going to stick with Fireball level 3. When I get access to level 3 spells, we can learn Corrosive Siphon. This does a lot of damage in an enemy-only AoE, which is very tempting. Main problem is it takes 13 seconds to do it, so 13 seconds is a long time to have something be active. So I'm probably not going to use the spell that much. I guess I'll learn it. I do have a lot of money. Let's take a look at the level 1 spells. Fleet Feet, nah, and Jolting Touch. Definitely don't want to be in melee, so that's all I really want to learn from her. Let's go ahead and put that into the stash. And now, yeah, I know what happened. Last time I played, I had my rogue be the party mechanist, and rogues start with +2 to mechanics as opposed to wizards, which have only +1. And I eventually decided that that's not a good idea because the rogue is a generic character, and so I'm not going to use him throughout the whole game, whereas the wizard will be with this party for the whole time. So then you lose the person who has mechanics, and it's annoying. But maybe that one extra bit of mechanics I had was actually enough to help me find the secret thing. If you help Osria by actually going and killing the person that she wants you to kill, then she basically shows you that hidden passage and lets you talk to Lord Raedric directly. Okay, so we're in, like, the kitchen. I don't really want to explore this area because I definitely don't want to run into any guards. I have a feeling, though, I'm going to have to end up mutilating some priests. Okay, so in this place, I believe one of these places is going to have some, yeah, some Baratheon priest robes. So we can put them on and pass for priests. There's just a limit to how far you can get. I'm curious, if the journal will tell you whether everybody needs to wear the robes or just your party leader. I'm going to try just on my leader instead of having everybody put the damn robes on. We'll see if that works or not. Okay. So, well, let's quick save and see what happens. It's just me. I'm just a priest hanging out with my friends. They're here with me. Okay, they seem cool. Uh-oh. See, so you need to resolve 12 in order to get through this. Let's try to see if this works. Ooh, Raedric's new mercenaries. Okay, so we didn't need resolved on that one. That's good.
Nervous bunch.
Okay, so now I'm gonna try to get to the main priest's chamber, Esperanto, because I don't want to run into any more of these priests who challenge me in dialogue. Oh shit! Okay. Let's try this intellect option again. Okay. Whew. Okay, so I guess intellect is a backup for not having any resolve. I did not know that, actually. Because last time I played this, I just had enough mechanics to find the secret passage. Is this the right room? Yes, Nedmar is the man. Okay, so basically, when you tell him that you rescued that guy from the cells, he's really super happy. And then he gives you a key, which lets you get down to to Lord Raedric's area. Then you can talk to him some more, and then you can tell him that you need to rest, which is great, so we can undo all the injuries and get all of our spells back. Awesome. Is there anything more that you can tell me? Nope. Okay, cool. This guy's kind of weird, story-wise. It's a bit strange. He sort of, like, doesn't care who the Lord is, so he doesn't actually, like, support you, per se, in taking down the evil lord, but he's also not opposed. That doesn't particularly make sense, but whatever. Oh, I guess this is private chamber area. All right, cool. We'll take your treasures. Thanks, bud. Oh, you won. All right, so now let's see if we can get down here. I believe this is the place that has the secret passage. By the way, you can actually, not super excited about being here, but okay, I guess these guys are all chill. You can actually, pick the lock, to the room that Nedmar gave you the key to. It's a very high mechanics check. I probably would have needed to use some lock picks, but that's a way that you can get here. So I guess if your character didn't have intelligence or resolve, then maybe you could have, like, snuck in here and just pick the lock so you don't have to go talk to the other guardian. Okay, but we're in the clear now, so this takes us down to Lord Raedric's chamber, and here we have a similar situation as we had with the Animancer, which is that when you come up to him, you can talk to him, and he offers you a deal, which I don't know that any sane person would ever take. But he basically says, like, kill the guy who asked you to come kill me. Even though I am totally evil and I just murdered my wife and baby in cold blood. But yeah, go ahead and kill the guy who's trying to do that. So it's dumb. I don't know why you would ever agree to this. But it's one of those situations where you can tell him that you'll agree, and then you can just set your people up and start the fight on your terms. You can see that this is a pretty tough one. So we got lots of paladins and champions. These are all pretty tough characters. We got archmages, and of course Raedric himself is not a pushover. There's a priest here who can cause a lot of trouble if you don't take him down soon enough. So there's just it's a tough fight, and just having it all start with all these like paladins running at your back lines the moment that you come up here is definitely not ideal. So the question is, where do you set up shop? I will try doing it right here. So we're gonna put first of all, I'm gonna put my actual armor on, the barbarian. I don't want to use these priest robes anymore. Let's put these little things in the stash. Okay, and then a fine robe. Somebody should wear a fine robe. Oh, the priest is naked. Okay, he should wear a fine robe. There we go. Blop. Okay. Yeah, let's set up for this fight. See what we can do. So we're going to put our ranged people in this little cranny. So the rogue and the chanter are the main people that need to be blocked off. I'll have the wizard a little bit closer up. He can do this deflection thing, which I didn't actually use last time, but he can. The priest will be back here. And then that means the barbarian and my fighter are going to be trying to, like, basically block things off. So if I had more melee types, I could try to take on both archmages at once. I could actually even consider, I haven't done this before, but you could actually consider having your party be back here between these two pillars, maybe, so you can take out the priest and the archmage. I'm going to try this, actually. I think that might be smart. Let's get over here, guys. So again, we'll put the chanter. Wait, one question is, can you actually... Yeah, notice you can't get through this little space. So you are sort of walled off if you're there, which is important. So there's a chanter, the rogue, and then the priest, and the wizard. The barbarian is going to be, I guess, like here maybe. And then we'll put the fighter there. So I'm going to try to take down the priest, because the priest will eventually cast, I believe, Consecration, which in a small area heals all your allies for a pretty long period of time. So we want to take this guy out quickly. Archmages obviously also need to get taken out as fast as possible. So let's quick save, pause, and plan out this battle. So I think first things first, Adair is going to knock the priest down. And my rogue is going to blind the archmage and start shooting at him. Now, I really need to get those guys down fast. Not like last time where I thought it was going to be fast and it wasn't fast, but like actual fast. So I'm going to have the chill fog going like there. I could have it like this where it cuts off more of the area. Oh, and it gets the archer too. I do want to get the archer. So I kind of want to get the archmage and the archer in it, but not Adair. I think this works. I think, because right now, notice how the favorite of Barath, he's got this glowing thing, whereas the Archmage and the Archer do not. But they will, I think, once they turn on me, because that yellow area is the one that hits enemies but not allies, whereas the red area hits everyone, but the Archer and the Archmage are about to stop being my friends. So I like this a lot because it should blind the Archer and the Archmage. Okay, so the Rogues, does he have instructions? Yeah, he's got instructions. The Chanter, well... I think we'll shoot at the... I really just want to take this priest down. So the priest needs to go. So I'm going to have Count fire his shot at the priest first. The barbarian I can't queue up because I need to start with the frenzy, of course. And then I think I probably need to do Savage Defiance like right away, basically. Alright, everyone's got their instructions. So the priest, what's he going to do? Is he just going to daze everybody? I could just do a huge freaking daze thing. I'm worried that if I do this, like, as a preemptive thing, it won't actually work, because these people are still my allies. That's my concern. Okay, so maybe we'll try it like this. I'll have this all here, and then I'm going to quick save again, And then I'm going to unpause and start the shit show. Okay, so now that they've all turned red, we're gonna drop that bomb. Chill fog still being cast. Did the Archmage get blinded? Rogue, did you do your thing? Okay, I think the Rogue missed. I'm gonna check the combat log here. Durham Woodman, what did you do? You didn't do anything? You didn't do anything. Oh, but no, the blind thing is gone. Shit. Alright, the Archmage is definitely casting something. Oh, brother. Alright, I'm gonna have the Rogue shoot at the Priest. I just want to try to kill this Priest. And then the Barbarian, let's turn on Frenzy. Then I'm going to queue up Savage Defiance. And then I'm going to queue up attacking the Archmage. So we'll see how this goes. Okay. Alright, this is not going how I wanted. Because the Priest has somehow managed to get off a heal despite being prone. He's not dead. The Archmage isn't dead. Alright, so the Rogue now needs to start shooting at the Priest, and Kana needs to start shooting at the Priest. I'm gonna have my Barbarian attack the Priest as well. It'll still Carnage on the Archmage, but I really want to get this Priest down. Meanwhile, my Priest has finally finished casting his thing. Now I have to decide what else to cast. Well, I think Consecration is the most logical one here, because Consecrated Ground, because it's going to help heal my Barbarian and my Fighter on the front lines, and this is going to be a drawn-out battle, so I really want to get that healing going. Did I get Savage Defiance off? Yes, I did. Okay, so the Barbarian has Savage Defiance off, is attacking the Priest. Okay, the Priest is down. So now there's an Archmage who decided to just run up to the front for some reason. I'll take it. So the Barbarian is now going to start attacking the Archmage, which will Carnage damage the other Archmage. My Rogue, I think we'll shoot at the Archmage. Let's just focus fire the Archmage down. Now my Wizard can go. So here is where we're going to use Bewildering Spectacle to great effect, because I want to just confuse all these assholes and have them not necessarily attacking me all the time. Alright, are they confused? Yeah, see how they got confused? So this is so great. So now there's like a few people who are not attacking me, which is fantastic. I'm gonna have my Rogue shoot at this Archer, who is currently got 3.6 more seconds of sneak attack going. So I'm hoping to bring this Archer down. Once that's down, all that will be left are melee types. My Barbarian will attack the Champion. I'm gonna have Adair kind of hang tight. There's a lot of green here, but these people will eventually turn back to red, of course. Ooh, he can attack the Champion of Barath as well. Oh, my Barbarian's being dumb. Okay, so the Archer went down. I think we're just gonna have, I'm gonna highlight everybody and just attack the Champion. And on top of that, it's time to also hire a Phantom. Actually, maybe this time it's better to do the Skeletons, because even though the Skeletons are worse, there's more of them, so there's just a higher likelihood that they'll distract the enemy. Skeletons? Where are you? Where are the Skeletons? There they are. Okay. So I'm going to have the Skeletons attack Lord Raedric. My Barbarian... well, I guess attack this Champion of Barath here. Adair can try to knock down this Bodyguard and finish him off. I'm going to have the Rogue also try to finish off the Bodyguard. And then the Wizard... we should cast another spell. Let's go ahead and blind these enemies as well, which dramatically reduces their damage output and makes them more likely to get hit. Okay, what's happening here? So we now have this Champion who's momentarily not going to be confused. Adair, I think, will continue working on this Paladin. I should do something else with my Priest. Let's try to bring down this Champion just by doing a big hit on him. Okay, so this guy's almost dead. We'll have the Rogue and Kana shoot at him, try to bring him down. Alright, there it is. So now that's done. Next, I think I want to focus on this Paladin, because my Barbarian is gonna go down, and I might as well use one of these things. This is... yeah, it restores endurance, and it deals a little bit of damage to enemies, so we'll do that. Did you blind these people? You didn't. I get the feeling you really didn't blind them. Let's try that one more time, eh? Hey, buddy. Really need them to be blinded so that they turn on sneak attack damage. Okay, I think all my Skeletons died. I think I'm just going to use my last level 2 ability on this Paladin to bring him down as fast as possible. I think everybody should now attack this Paladin. Okay, so everybody is dead except for the Lord. I'm now going to summon a Phantom. Alright, to attack Mr. Raedric. And down he goes. Oh, okay. So that was the fight against Lord Raedric. It didn't seem that bad, but it is a tough fight. It's a fight that back in the day, you know, the first time I came here, it took me forever to be able to do. So it's one of those, it's a really good illustration of the fact that, you know, if you know what you're doing and use the right abilities, it can actually really turn things around. Okay, I think all this stuff is non-magical. Alright, everybody's naked. Quick save. And there's nothing else to loot. Okay, let's go ahead and do a little bit of equipment management. How long was this video, by the way? 25 minutes. Oh, wow, that wasn't even that long. So first of all, we got some plate armor, which has a default value of 12. So I'm actually going to go ahead and put that on over the Brigandine, because the Brigandine and the plate both have a minus 50% recovery speed, but the plate armor can be enchanted more, because unenchanted it's actually as good as the enchanted Brigandine. So we're going to put the Brigandine away, and I guess no one else is going to wear plate armor. I definitely don't want my Barbarian to have minus 50% recovery time, so we'll put the plate armor away. Let's check out these grimoires, see if there's anything good. This is a really cool ability, this staff. It's a very, very good weapon. I think I've talked about it before, but my priest is not, or my wizard is not going to go into melee. Definitely don't want to be Jolting Touch. Rolling Flame. Yeah, this is one of those things where it hurts everyone in the path, so I don't want to deal with it. And then this thing, I just don't think it's good enough. It's an interesting debuff, and it lasts for a decent amount of time, but I just don't think it's good enough for a level 2 ability. Okay, so I guess these grimoires are going back into the pile. I am going to replace this armor, because even though it's cool to have 10% area ability of effect, that 30% is just killing me. I'd way rather have 15% for almost the same damage resistance, even if it means giving up a little bit of area. Now, I could put this on Kana. It sucks to give him 30% recovery, minus 30% recovery speed, but he does have all these chants and things. Or honestly, maybe the Barbarian should wear this. Plus 10% ability area effect would increase the radius of carnage, but still, it's 30% versus only 15. Yeah, no, I think just no one needs it right now. And then we'll have, see, he's wearing a fine robe, he's got a fine robe. I guess the rogue can put on a fine robe as well. Take away the padded armor. These traps, I don't know why they're in my inventory. These scrolls, don't know why they're in my inventory. What does he have? Justice. Okay, so it's a two-handed greatsword. It deals just bonus crush damage. Compared to my S-Stock, which has the same accuracy and damage boost, but it bypasses 5 damage reduction. Well, I think I'm going to use the Legendary Sword, not only because it's cooler, but because this does have 2 damage types, Slash and Pierce, as opposed to just Pierce, so that gives some extra value against very highly Pierce-resistant enemies. On top of that, it's got 10% crush damage and 25% crush damage, so maybe I don't know if mathematically it's as good as having just a damage reduction bypass, but it's probably close, so we'll put that on there for fun. And I think that's all. So now we're gonna walk down here. Yes, we're gonna walk down there. And Kolsch saunters in just as you finish, conveniently, and tells you that you're a great hero and a wonderful person, and thanks you for doing Gilded Vale a great favor. So we get a bunch of experience. And what I'm going to do now is, off camera, I'm going to just run through the keep and just loot everything. So there's a lot to explore. There's this whole area to explore, then there's the rest of the priest level to explore, then there's the outside area to explore, and you do find a bunch of magic weapons and stuff there, like lying around in barrels. I don't think that's really fun enough to justify showing on camera, so we'll do that off camera. But yeah, so after that's done, I will continue on to try to get to Durance Bay, the next big city, and figure out what's going on with my legacy as a watcher and the evil society of the Leaden Key. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed it. Please like and or subscribe, and I'll see you again soon. Take care.